I had a friend send me this video asking what I thought about it, and I thought it was just such a perfect example of how destructive and deceptive gentle parenting can be, because women are going to just see the first video and they're going to go, well, that's nice, that's a sweet way to be raised. They're going to implement it with their own children and wonder why it's not working.
Hey dude,
Yeah?
can you please tell me what the 3 rules of your tablet are?
Don't talk to strangers. Don't be on it for too long. And don't watch videos.
Perfect. How'd you do today?
Great.
Great. Can you think about it and slow down a little bit and maybe give me a more thoughtful answer? Please be honest.
Okay, maybe not that great.
Maybe not that great. Which area did you not do super great in?
I watch videos.
You watch videos. Yeah. That sucks. So you broke the rule today. That sucks. I'm guessing that was on Snapchat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, that sucks, right?
Yeah.
Why do we have that rule in place? Did you know the reason for the rule?
So that I don't melt my brain and so that I don't get exposed to stuff I'm not ready for yet.
Yeah, exactly. So you know really 2 really good reasons for the rule, because I only have rules that I have reasons for, right? And you know all of them. I don't ever give you arbitrary rules. So that sucks that you didn't follow it. Especially because I don't want to take the Snapchat app from you because I love using it with you when I'm at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you make a mistake, if you screw up with something and then it's just taken from you, how are you supposed to really...
Try again.
Yeah, exactly. How are you supposed to really kind of teach yourself to try again? So I'm not going to take the app off your phone this time, because I think that you should have another chance to prove to me that you can be trusted with it, especially since you were honest. But I am going to go ahead and take your tablet for the rest of the week.
Okay. That is a reasonable and understandable punishment. I watched videos when I wasn't supposed to, and I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And I will do better in the future.
Thank you for understanding. I love you. I thank you for apologizing and for being honest.
Mm.
I'm proud of you.
I love you.
I love you. Mwah.
You watch that video, you go, so far so good, right? The child was respectful. They accepted the discipline and acknowledged, yeah, I should not have done that. That's great. And you have to understand, an ideology can be wrong and still have good aspects to it. I love about gentle parenting that it teaches parents that you should not be constantly screaming at your kids. It's so true. You cannot teach your child to control their emotions if you are constantly losing control of your own. You have to conquer your own emotions first. So many times things are better caught than taught, okay? And our kids can be a reflection of who we are and the things that we struggle with so many times. And we do not like it when we see our worst behaviors reflected back at us in our children. And so with gentle parenting, the big thing that it is supposed to teach your kids is emotional regulation. So does it do that? If you were listening to the kid's voice, you would notice that there is no baby in that voice. The sentence structure was well put together. And so I would put him at the very least probably in 4th grade. And so I want you to listen to what this child does when he does not agree with how he is being parented.
Thank you for asking this, because let's be real, the response that you saw is not typical and does not always happen, and it took a lot of time and effort for us to get there. If she did come back with the screaming and the crying and the fit throwing, I would let her. I would not engage. I would not respond emotionally at all whatsoever. I would let her have whatever emotions she needs to have, because her emotions and feelings are valid, and they're very big at that age. They're always big, but they don't know how to control them at that age.
Does that sound like emotional regulation to you? Okay, so he's allowed to scream and cry and throw fits and completely give in to his emotions, and you're supposed to just ignore it. And especially for a kid of that age, we should be way past throwing fits at that point. And so when you're that old and you're still doing it, it becomes embarrassing behavior. And I see it all the time, pretty much every time I go to the playground. This is one of the reasons that I'm so passionate about this subject, is because I have to witness the awkwardness that it creates constantly. And just parents just have no idea what to do, because they say, okay, we're going, and a child just throws himself on the ground, and they're screaming, and they're crying, and they're throwing a fit. And gentle parenting offers no recourse to this. They're just supposed to stand there and ignore it, and so they do. Well, they're just standing there, their child's laying on the ground screaming, and it's awkward for everyone involved. It's awkward for the child, for the parent, and especially for everybody who is having to witness it, okay? Gentle parenting teaches children that they can put their emotions on everybody else. And if they have a big feeling, they can throw a fit. And it is everybody else's job to stop and accommodate them. And we know these people as adults here. I'm sure you're thinking of somebody right now. How does that person handle authority? How well liked are they? How do they do in their jobs? And is that the kind of person that you want your kid to be as an adult? Because that's who you're setting them up to be. When you are parenting and disciplining a child, you are molding them into an adult. As parents, we're not just like biding our time until they're 18 and we leave. We are creating the next citizens of our society. And so if your parenting strategy is ineffective at creating behaviors that would allow your children to become good, well-adjusted adults, then it is ineffective altogether. Even if it comes from a good place, and so many times gentle parenting does come from a good place. And so despite that, I would challenge you to reject gentle parenting altogether, and that is the dang truth.